Hi, good morning. I'm Ms. Pajnasde from SPS Middle East Training and Consultancy, and today I'm giving you a demo about BIM, Building Information Modeling. It's a demo session in the sense not just to make you aware about how to use BIM, what is BIM, how we practice the BIM, what are the softwares we used for the BIMs, and what is this BIM 3D, 4D, 5D, a short explanation about the BIM and BIM softwares. So what is BIM basically? BIM, the full form is Building Information Modeling. Here, what is building? Building information modeling is a process supported by various tools, technologies, and contracts involving the generation and management of digital representation of physical and functional characteristics of places. What does it mean? Building information modeling is a process of supported by various tools, technologies. So basically, it's a digital building. You can say it's a digital building. Normally we see the physical building outside. So BIM is a digital building before you do the construction. Why BIM instead of traditional way of construction? What is the traditional way of construction? Traditional way of construction, especially when you comes to the design stage or contracting stage, whatever it is. Normally, almost all the drawings are coming in CAD documents, as a CAD document, correct? DWG format. And when 3D required, they will make the 3D in any of the 3D design software. So first you need to make the plan, then you need to make the, accordingly you need to make the 3D. This is the normal practice. Here, the BIM is different. And why BIM we use instead of the traditional way of constructions? Cost and resources savings, greater efficiency and shorter project life cycle, improved communication and coordination, not that point, improved communication and coordination, more opportunities for prefabrications and modular constructions, higher quality result. This is what we say. We use BIM instead of the traditional way of constructions. Why upgrade BIM? Why upgrade yourself with BIM? Suppose if you are an architect, civil engineer, mechanical engineer, and electrical engineer can all opt for building information modeling. They are trained for the position of BIM managers and BIM coordinators. Who does BIM help? BIM improves communication among architect, clients, contractors, and other relevant parties involved in the project. That's because BIM relies on a single source of truth system. This means that all of the relevant information, including model, estimates, and design notes, are shared and stored from one place. Who is BIM suitable for? Architects and engineers use BIM to evaluate design options and automatically generate accurate 2D drawings from the 3D model. BIM helps transfer information quickly between different design disciplines, and thus BIM users enhances their collaboration. So BIM is more efficiently you can use for the collaborations and the coordination. Means inter and intra-discipline communications or what does BIM do? If any element is changed, BIM software update the model to reflect that change. This allows the model to remain consistent and coordinated throughout the entire process, so that structural engineers, architects, MEP engineers, designers, project managers, and contractors can work in a more collaborative environment. BIM is considered to be a methodology which allows the integration of digital descriptions in relation to all building objects while considering the relationship with others in order to ensure that the stakeholders can simulate, query, and estimate the result of activities during the life cycle process of the building. And what is our role in building? What is the SPSME's role in building? Through BIM training, SPS is helping architectures, engineering and construction, means AEC professionals, to move towards more collaborative, automated, efficient and more successful way of working. So BIM in the sense, basically it's a digital model, or it is a digital building, you can say. Then BIM is basically a concept. BIM is not a software. BIM is basically a concept, and there are many softwares working based on the BIM concept. You may heard about the Autodesk, Revit, AutoCAD, AutoCAD, and then when it comes to the other other part of the BIM, like BIM 4D, 5D, we have so many software. BIM 4D, we have the software Bexel Managers, Synchro Pro, Autodesk Naviswork also you can use it. Autodesk Naviswork is basically or mainly used for the coordination purpose and to find the clash detections. But 4D also you can do there in some extent, but mainly for 4D we use the Bexel Manager and Synchro Pro. In some extent in Naviswork also you can do the 4D. And 5D cost estimation you can do in the Bexel Manager software, and you can do in the Costech software, and you can in Naviswork again you can do some extent. So it has the different stages. Basically BIM is not a single word. BIM is having the different stages: BIM 3D, BIM 4D, BIM 5D, BIM 6D, etc. BIM 3D in the sense digital model, digital building. Once it is coming to the 4D, this model, digital model will be connected with the time and schedule. And 5D in the sense 5 dimensionals. It means the model connected with the cost, the model connected with the cost. And 6D for the facility management. So it has the different phases. So BIM is not a single word or a single descriptions. It has many phases. So today I'll give you a short demo about how the software is going to use for BIM. You can see here Revit software. Revit is a software from Autodesk. It's you cannot say it's a 3D design software. It's a BIM software, building information modeling software, where you can practice BIM architecture, BIM structure and BIM MAP. So currently you are seeing the model in the screen. This is one training project, just to it's created for the training purpose only, but I'll just show you what is the benefit of practicing in BIM. Just think how you are working in CAD, how you do in CAD. In CAD, first you have to draw the plans, then you have to do, if you have separate levels, you need to draw all the floor plans for that. Then you have to do the elevations, you have to do the sections, means everything you need to draw it. And if you wanted 3D, with the help of some other software in CAD itself you can do 3D, but with the help of the other softwares also you can make the 3D in case you needed the 3D. But in this case, the problem is in CAD, suppose I'll just take you into the floor plans. See here, we created a floor plan here, okay. Then already you wanted to see the sections here, you wanted to see the section here, so separately you created the sections. You imagine how the section will be looks like, then you created, okay. Later on you decided I need to see the section here, or I need to see the cross sections here, means you need to create it. But once it comes to the BIM, you don't want to create it, you need to place your section header wherever you want it. Automatically that view will be created. So you can see that Revit is the software where you can do the 2D and 3D effectively and efficiently in efficient way. So we'll see that this is the plan. See here, we have created the plans, and you can see here the dimensions I have taken, and I have some notes I created over here, and you can see here this total room area we calculated. You can see that sales office, the number, and total area in meter square you can see over here. So that's all you can see it. So you can see over here I have created the separate floor plans here for each and every floor, the first ground floor, the first floor, the second floor, like this many floors I can create it. And you can see here I have created the furniture layout separately. Basically the zero ground and zero furniture is same view, but only in one view I have the furniture, the other view I don't have the furniture. So we created a separate separate view for furnitures. And you can see here the ceiling plan views, and these all are the reflected ceiling plans. And you can see here this is the flat ceilings, and you can see the ceilings over here. I have created bulkhead ceilings, I have created core ceilings, double height ceiling, trapezium or trapezoid ceilings. So when you go to the sections you will be able to see that how I created. Then when you go to the 3D views you can see there in 3D how it is created. So you can see that this is the way we have the ceiling plans. So the other thing, whenever you go to, I'll be going back to the ground floor, and you can see where you wanted the sections. You can simply create a sections over there. For example, I wanted to take the section here, so I just double click, I will be able to see the sections over here. So this is the way, wherever you wanted, you just go to the view, there you have an option sections, you draw the section header, the sections will be created. So you don't want it to create it, it will be created and automatic sections from here. Same way elevations, 4 elevations will be there by default. South is north and west elevations, and more elevations you wanted you can take it. See here, these are all the views I created. See, many sections I created. If I wanted I can rename the sections, and I can create the detail views. Okay, then we can create here 3D views. This is, I created something like an isometric view. This is the isometric view of that that ceiling. I showed you that ceiling, right? This is the isometric view of that ceiling. Then you can see here the overall 3D views. In this overall 3D views, what you are seeing now, I have created here site, I have created here the ramp, the stairs and pergola, like so many other things I created inside as well for interior purpose. Now this is the exterior view of that particular building. And you can see here solar study. Solar study normally you can use for the shadow analysis. You set particular day and you can see how the shadow or sun effect from sunrise to sunset, or particular time to particular time, or you can do for particular date. I mean suppose 1st of June to 15th of June, how the light is affecting, like 2 dates you can give, then you could make the change. You can see that the sun effect. For that you need to set the proper locations. So that means if you are creating the building in Dubai, you have to select your location as Dubai. If you are creating in USA, you have to select in USA, or in India, like anywhere in the world. Yeah. Then this is the view. You can see something over there. This is for the rendering, but you can see this software is not for the rendering. you have the rendering options over there, but that rendering output you cannot compare with the 3D Max rendering. But now Revit is giving you an option to use the plugin called V-Ray, which normally we use for 3D Max, Rhino, this one SketchUp for the realistic rendering. The same V-Ray you can use for Revit as well, and you can create the one what you created in Revit. That same thing you can render in V-Ray now once you install that plugin. Then you can see here, this is the drafting view. That means this is not a BIM view. What is the difference between the BIM view and the drafting view? BIM view, in the sense, if you make any model related changes in any view, all the corresponding or related views will be changing automatically. You don't want to make sure it is changing or not. For example, if you make the changes in this plan, it's affecting your sections and your elevations, all the corresponding views it will be get affected. But drafting view is not a BIM view, because it's a 2D views. More details we needed we will be doing in the drafting views. So this is very much view specific. Whatever the changes you do, it will be coming in that particular view only, not in all the views. So we can say this is not a BIM view. And you can see here zero ground. This is area plan I created, so you will be able to see here I divided like west wing and what is the total area. This is I created as a corridor block, and you can see the total area, and here you can see the total area for this east wing. The same way you can just create over here room wise. You can see here zero color plan, and I have to do one more thing. I'll show you that let me just check now. So you can see over here, see what is happening now. One minute. Yes, not spaces. We have to select by new names. Yes, see here I have placed here the rooms. So based on the rooms, you can see here the color. This color is selected by itself by the software, but you can if you wanted, you can use your own colors. I mean, you can change the colors basically. And I have created here, see here, for the wall, exterior wall I have given one color, interior wall I have selected another color, and you can see over here this is the block wall I have selected, and I mean CMU shaft wall I selected another color. So this all I done by the view templates. Okay, so this is the way you can create the color plan. Just understand that creating the color plan also possible over here. The color code you can give as per your requirement. So then you can see here the foundation plan I created, the structural foundations you can see over there, and I have created the legends like doors, windows. See, this is BIM view. That means in case you make the changes of this element, suppose what is this element, M door double glass D2. If I make any changes in that door D2, automatically that will be changed in this view also. That means it's a BIM view. And the other option is quantity and material takeoff. Quantity and material takeoff in the sense, for example, you can see here door schedule. In here you can see in my door schedule, you can see in level wise D1, D2 you can see, and width of the door, height of the door, and the frame type, frame material, finishes. This is I'll be getting the informations or I can extract the information from the model. But for that, what I have to do initially, whenever I create the model, I have to feed the information. If I give the information, later I can extract the informations from the model. This is what we are calling the software as a building information modeling. You are building based on an informations. So while you are creating, you are giving all the informations, and later for different purposes you can extract that informations. So here you can see here, this is door. So as per this one, we have 17 doors in ground floor. In first floor 10 doors, second floor 11 doors, like this you can see it, and you can see the width and height of the door. Then you can see the frame type, frame material, finishes, because these informations I have given for the few floors only, few doors only, that will be available here. The remaining doors I didn't give, that is the reason it is not available here. If I give over there, that will be updated here as well. And when you created the schedule, for example, initially when you created the schedule, you have only 4 doors. Later you added many, automatically it will be added over here. You remove from there, it will be removed from here. So once you created the schedule, you don't want it to make sure it is updating properly, it will update. And even it has the bidirectional associativity. For example, you can see over here the D1 900 is the width. So if I change here 950, it's asking me to change the value. Yes, then I can just check that in the model, where is that. This is the one which I have in the model. So you can check now what is the width of this door. Once you select this, you can understand this is the door tag. You have to select the door now. One minute. I select the door, and you can just check here what is the size. See here, the width is changed into 950 because we changed the 950. So later again, if you are changing here, it will be changed in your schedule as well. So just understand that if you make the changes over here, it will be affected in your schedule. If you make the changes in the schedule, that will be get affected in your project. So it has the bidirectional associativity. You can see that again it is changed into 900. So this is the way, this is the schedule for the doors. Then you can just export into Excel. Then you can make some other changes, the formatting over there, it is possible. And same way you can take the door schedule, window schedule, wall, furniture, any element you can take the schedules. And you can see here the material takeoff. Material takeoff in the sense, see here now we calculated over here the material plywood sheeting. So total area we use this plywood sheeting is 3450 meters square, and we calculated the cost as per our calculation 1160 sheets, not the cost, this is the quantity. We need 1160 sheets for this project. Plywood sheets we required for this project. This is we done as per the calculations, and you can calculate you can estimate the cost. Suppose you know what is the total, what is the price for one sheet, and you can calculate the total cost. Then the same way you can see here the room schedule. You can see here so each room, the area, volume, perimeter, you can see it, structural foundation schedule, like this, anything you can do it. And the next thing finally you can do over here, sheet setting. See here the sheets. So currently I use here the sheets which is created in Revit, which is provided by the Revit, but you can create your own title blocks. that is the title called the title block creations. Now you can see here I have created the title blocks over here. So you can use this title block. I mean, once you created the title block, you can use that title block for your coming project as well. Then one more thing, you can see the interior views. I mean, you can set the cameras and you can take the different 3D views, the interior view, the exterior view, any views. You can just place your camera and you can create that views. See here, this is one exterior view and I selected corridor. This is an interior view, you can see. So this is the way you can take the different views. You can see that. Then the final view and light ups, everything you wanted to see it, you need to render it. Okay. Then finally we have to see, you see over here, for example, here there is lights, there is doors, there is different types of doors. What is all those things? This is called the families in Revit. So these families you need to create it separately, then later you load into your project and you place it over there. So how to create a family? It's a kind of 3D modeling. Okay, so what is the family? We have different types of families in Revit. How we model those families, these all we discuss in detail in our BIM courses. Now this is, now you can see it, it's all in one, right? It's only Revit architecture, but it's all in one. Everything about everything you can see in one plane, one place. This is what we call, it's a one source of truth. Means only one model, but all informations, everything is connected with that particular model. Now after you created the architecture, you can do the structure. The same software normally, what but different project templates. Then what is this project templates? Project template in the sense, as per our project requirement or company requirement, as per the authority standard, you can set your own projects templates. Then you can use that template for your coming project. So 50% of your work is already done. You need to focus only on the model. Only the model will be different, the remaining everything will be same, that you can preset it. This is called the project template. So how to create a wise project template is very important. Now let's say we will see that, so structure is also same, almost same like this one, but when it comes to the MAP, mechanical, normally what we do, we have to link our architecture, then we are going to do our all the services over there. So basically the modeling is, suppose if it is Revit architecture, structure or MEP, see here you can see for the architecture mainly we use this tool, in structure we use this tool mainly, and in structure for steel we use this one, for precast we use this one, but for MAP when you comes to, we use this system. And you are seeing some other tools over there. These all are the common tools that occasionally we use. This is the common tools, but some tool can use with architecture, some cannot use with architecture. Got it, right? So that occasionally we use. So normal work practices, you will be having an architecture structure, then you can link that into MEP, then you can create the model, I mean MEP services over there. Then the sections, elevation, 3D, scheduling, everything is same. Everything is same like what we are doing in the architecture only. Now let me open the MEP model. I'll just, because structure is same like this, and now once we open the MEP, we can see that difference. See, this is the MEP. Here you can see the same model, right? The same architecture that we link. That is the reason it is coming bit faded over here, and the discipline is set for mechanical, so the priority is the 3D priority is set for the mechanical, so you will be seeing the mechanical, electrical elements over there, and your architecture will be slightly faded. Okay, that's only because of the discipline is set. If I change the discipline into the coordination, then what is happening? Once it is changed into the coordination, you will not be able to see all these services. You will be seeing the building normally how we see the building. Normally when we see the building, we are not seeing the services inside, but services will be there. So anyway, I need the visibility, so I turned on. So you can see that the duct work, that is also supply, return, exhaust. Then we created the kitchen exhaust separately, bathroom exhaust separately, like this different duct systems you can create it, and duct routine, duct routine. For that we are saying the routine preferences. You can create the routine preferences. So basically routine preferences in the sense, when you draw the duct, what kind of elbow you needed, what kind of joint you needed, this you can predefine it. It's called the routine preferences. And you can see the chiller, it's connected with the chiller, and you can see over here the plumbing services is over here. You can see the plumbing services is there, and electrical cable tray, conduit, lights, all you can see over here. And you have the firefighting inside, so everything together you can see here. And you can see over here separately, see here, this is now fire alarm separately, the fire alarm plans. You can see the lighting plan separately. You can see the power plan separately, not only plan, elevation sections, everything, it's common. Then you can see the mechanical fire protections, you can see it, and you can see here 3D fire protection separately you wanted, you can see it. And you can see here the duct, HVAC drawings, and the ceiling also you can see now. And you can see over there the overall 3D model, how it is looks like, the one which I showed you now. And the plumbing separately you can see it. So all the services you could create it separately, and you can tag it, and you can create the quantity takeoff, material takeoff, and cost estimations. And you can see here this DB panel schedules, you can see it, heating and cooling load report, you can take it. That means the calculation also possible over here, and we can create the different types of families. So basically once the architecture is ready, you can link and you can do all the MAP services over here. Okay, so basically you just understand this is the way you can say that inter and intra-discipline coordination also possible. Like here itself you can find out, for example, you wanted to see any clashes between deck to deck, deck to pipe, deck to cable tray, or cable tray to pipe, or deck to architectural elements, or deck to structural elements. So inter and intra-discipline coordination, you can say it. So once you do that interference you check, and you find, you will if any clashes, it will be coming like a reports, then you can correct it. And this is the way daily basis you can take the coordination. You can do the coordination daily basis, and later on you can take into the Navisworks software. Then from there you can do again the coordinations if you wanted. Then the report can be created with very good report with pictures, you can see it. But editing is not possible in Navisworks. Editing is possible in Revit only. Navisworks is the software the project managers or coordinators can use. For project managers for the review purpose, coordinators for the clash detections, and review and clash detections, we can say. So Navisworks is mainly we use for the clash detections, but there is some extended options for 4D, extended options for 5D in Navisworks. And now what I explain about BIM is everything which is BIM 3D now. So the next stage, it's BIM 4D, BIM 5D. In BIM 4D, basically this 3D model what we created, even if the architecture, structure or MEP, whatever it is, this 3D model what we created, that we will be connected with our Primavera schedule or Primavera or MS Project or Excel, any schedule software. Then you can create the 4D and 5D in the sense to calculate the costing. Here you can do cost. I said already, estimated cost you can do it, but there are some limitations, like you cannot assign the rate table over here. So these all you can do in Excel Manager or Costex software. So that is the another extension of the BIM software. I mean another extension of BIM, we can say. Okay, the next extension is 4D and 5D. So in our BIM courses, mainly we discuss about Revit architecture, Revit structure, Revit MEP, and Naviswork for coordinations. This 4 we do. Then we do this BIM checklist, BEP or BXP, means BIM executions plan. Later on, if you wanted to work as a BIM manager or something, BIM manager or BIM lead, you should know how to create the BIM execution plan effectively. So what is the BIM execution plan, how we create it, what are the checklists to be done to do the BIM executions plan. So these kind of informations also will be included with our courses, and we'll give a introduction, not complete study, but introduction of BIM 4D with the Excel Manager. So these all are the things we are going to do in our courses. Anyway, just watch this video. Any doubts or any any clarity required anywhere, you can contact me anytime. Thank you.